Thanks for joining us on HolmesCountyTicket.com tonight. I'm Paul Money along with Dave Mast, and we're here to announce our 2015 Golden Ticket Awards for the fall season.
It's that time of the year again that we always enjoy, and we hope you do too, as we kind of honor a lot of the athletes in the area that have done great things, and we enjoy giving them the accolades they deserve.
Yep. Our first award of the night is our Game of the Year. I will go first since it's fresh in my mind. It is last night's West Holmes volleyball game against Meadowbrook in the regional semifinal. The West Holmes Knights got down 0-2. They led in game 2 about 19-18, and then dropped that game, and then they had to come all the way back. It felt like they were going to kind of lay an egg like they did last year, but the girls rallied and won 3-2, and I'm sure the West Holmes faithful hearts are still beating.
Great way to usher out Jim Park's final year here.
Yeah.
Just a fantastic
He
finish.
might have lost a couple years of his life last night.
All
Dave,
right.
we got?
Well, mine is not that quite hectic pace, but it was still exciting to watch. I went with Cutlip versus Tefts.
Nice.
That game was, that's a tennis match between Sabrin Cutlip of West Holmes and Julia Tefts of Worcester. They went at it up at Worcester a couple nights before the OCC, and Julia Tefts actually dealt Sabrin her first loss, and that knocked her down in the OCC standings. Sabrin turned right around, played great in the OCC tournament, and in the play-in match to get to the finals, she faced Tefts again, only this time after a marathon match that included some marathon points. She persevered, so that was kind of fun to watch.
Okay, great pick. Let's move on to the play of the year. Dave, you go first. What's your play of the year for 2015?
Adam Great, Highland Golf State Tournament. Adam had a first day 84, which was okay for him, not great. Turned around the second day 75, which was a phenomenal score, second best score of the day. Not only did that earn him second team All-Ohio honors, but there was a shot during that time on the 6th hole. He chipped in for an eagle that really got him going. So I picked that as my play of the year.
Yeah, a shot he'll always remember, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure, definitely.
Okay, I'm sticking with Highland as well, but I'm going to the girls' soccer world and going with Sarah Menuet's game-winning goal in overtime against Coshocton in the district semifinal. It gave the Lady Hawks their second tournament win, which is the most they've ever had in their program's history, and it was back-to-back OT games that they won, and Menuet's goal, of course, against Coshocton moved them to the district final. So that was a pretty exciting time for them and Coach Jeremy Kaufman.
Very fun to watch him celebrate too. It's
Yeah,
kinda cool.
that was cool. Okay, let's move on to Coach of the Year. Dave?
All right. Sometimes your Coach of the Year doesn't have to win games. Winning is great, but sometimes other things factor into this thing, and this is always a tough choice.
Yeah.
Because we've got some great coaches here in Holmes County. I mean, we've really got. We're very fortunate to cover a lot of sports that have great coaches.
Yeah.
But my pick is West Holmes Knight football coach Kevin Maltrich. Sometimes it takes a great coach to get through a struggling season, and that's what happened to the Knights this year.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of turnovers and even more injuries just beleaguered them. Really difficult night, but Coach Maltrich never stopped coaching, and to me that's the sign of a great coach, is a guy who stays the course and wants to make his kids better in any way possible, that maybe even extends beyond the gridiron.
Yeah, stay the course. I like that. That's something he's very good at, so good pick there. I'm going for the third straight season for me in a row for the fall. I'm going with Garaway golf coach Ryan Taggart. The Garaway golf team got to the state, not a big surprise there if you've seen our recent Fall Golden Ticket Awards. This is his last season, and in his last season he took Garaway Golf to their 9th straight state appearance this year in Division II. So they went up a division. Taggart didn't mind that. They went right ahead and went back to state and were successful down there. So if he keeps getting to state, I'll keep picking him. But since he's retiring, I guess we have to change it next year.
Yeah, well, we'll miss you, Tags.
Yeah, miss you.
All right, next up.
Next up is Sportsmanship Award.
All right, go ahead.
I'll go first. I'm going with the Garaway senior volleyball player Cassidy Witter. The Garaway Pirates volleyball team started off a little rough. They started out 1-6, but then ended 12-13, which Debbie Swihart, their coach, was happy with. Kind of rebounding, having a good second half of the season. Witter was responsible for a lot of that because of her positive attitude. She, no matter what kind of position, if they were down in a game or a set, Witter was always showing positive emotions, and I think that she was a real leader for that team.
All right, I'm going to go with Highland volleyball player Amanda Yoder.
Sticking with the volleyballs.
I am indeed. Hey, here's a kid who simply exudes what you want the kids from your school to represent. I mean, just a great kid, hard worker, and I thought she had a really nice year in the middle for the Lady Hawks. They didn't win a lot of games, but she's a kid who's going to be coming back next year, and I think her experience this year will serve her well for next year. But if you want somebody to represent your team, she's the ideal person. Just really polite and just super kid.
Okay, good pick. Let's move on to the In Your Face Award. I'm going with, boom. You like that?
I like that.
West Holmes center back, Drew Schrock, a senior. If the apocalypse happened, I would want Drew Schrock in my posse. If we're in that Walking Dead situation, I want him because he's great at defending about anything. So my hat's off to Drew Schrock. He is the epitome of the phrase in-your-face defender, whether it's on the pitch or the basketball court coming up here in the winter.
Right.
He knows how to get it done on the defensive end.
I'm going to stay on the pitch and switch schools and switch genders. I'm going with Megan Candle of Highland.
Good pick.
Megan is a big bruiser on the pitch, man. She doesn't lose 50-50 balls because she's just so big and strong, and not only that, super aggressive. And you like to see that in kids because she's a little bit reminiscent of Brennan Coyle from last year.
Oh, that's
the
a
guys.
good analogy, yeah.
Because of her size and her aggressiveness, you don't want to tangle with her because you're going to come out on the losing end. So she's definitely in your face.
She also has good vision on the field too.
Yeah.
She's a good passer. Okay, let's move on to our Hustle Award for 2015 fall season. I'm going to stay on the soccer field too again here and go with West Holmes Lady Knights junior, Katie Vaccarello. I think when it comes to defending, and Katie Vaccarello is one of the best in the area. She combines a lot of speed, and she's good in the air, and she can win tackles at players' feet. And strikers really don't like to come in her area because she's super aggressive. But hustle is, that's her thing. She is a great hustler. We talk a lot about the scoring for West Holmes girls. They score a lot of goals, but they also defend well. She's a big reason why they had 5 shutouts in a row towards the end of the season.
Okay, I'm going to stay on the pitch at West Holmes, but move across to the guys' side.
A lot of soccer going on.
Merrick DeWitt, a non-stop bundle of energy out there on the field for the Knights. Merrick's one of those guys that makes the Energizer Bunny feel jealous because he just keeps going and going and going. And God forbid you'd ever take the ball from him because then you're just asking for a heap of trouble because Merrick's going to come right back at you and work that much harder just to take it back. So he's one of those kids that just is go, go, go.
Welcome back from our short intermission. We're going to keep moving along here with our awards. Dave, who is your Lifetime Achievement Award for the fall 2015 season?
Well, this is a fairly easy one for me. I went with Garaway Pirate linebacker extraordinaire, Dallas Foster. Great name.
That is a great name.
Hey, Dallas is one of those kids who every night he's going to bring it. And he was the core of Coach Wallach's team, just a beast in the middle. And Coach Wallach has talked about that forever, as long as I've known Dallas. Coach Wallach's talked about his ability to just dominate that middle. And for the past number of years, he's been that guy. Not only that, but this year when quarterback R.J. Jacobs got hurt, Dallas stepped in and did a fantastic job at quarterback. So here you've got a kid who's just laid it all out there for the last number of years and just has had a fantastic career.
Yep, good pick. I am going with another Garaway, but I'm going Garaway Golf, senior Logan Mass for my Lifetime Achievement Award. Logan shot a 159 to end his career at Garaway at the state golf meet, which was the team low for Ryan Taggart's team at state. And Logan missed All-Ohio by a stroke, but that didn't sum up his career. He's had an amazing career at Garaway, so he gets my nod for Lifetime Achievement.
All the great golfers there. Logan kind of flew under the radar until this year he really came to the forefront. I was thrilled for him to be able to step up like he did. Okay,
let's move along to Game Changer. I'll go ahead. My Game Changer for fall 2015 is Jared Yoder of Highland Boys Soccer. I played against a guy in college in soccer that had a dynamic throw-in. He would rack up 15 or so assists a season. He was an All-American just based on his long throw-ins and creating scoring chances. And Jared Yoder did that this year for the Highland Hawks. Anytime they had a throw-in, 30 yards or in, Yoder would get the call and he'd fire a frozen rope in there where Sid and Howe and Derek Miller would eat him up and finish him off. So a really game-changing trait to the Highland boys soccer team when you have a weapon like that can toss them into the goal area from long ways.
Absolutely, and I thought Jared had probably the most consistent season of any Holland player this year.
Yeah, he had a really good year.
All right, my game changer goes to the Lynx, where we got Ashley Rodacher.
Nailed the name.
Dave Mass,
ticket.
golden ticket, name pronouncer. Ashley told me nobody ever gets it right, so Ashley's one of those kids who elevates the play of everybody around her. And the Garaway Lady Pirates went to the state tournament this year, finished 4th down there, had a great tournament run, and a lot of that's due to Ashley's play. But she's just that rock for them. When you got that one player who can continually throw out that great score every night, you're going to be good. And I thought she did a great job of anchoring that team, but she also did a great job of making everybody else around her better. And I think that's a game-changing trait.
Okay, good pick. Let's go to our team of the year. My team of the fall season is the Highland Lady Hawks, who, like I mentioned before, they won 2 tournament games this season, the most that program has ever won. So that's a big accolade. They had 4 wins last season. They doubled that this year and go 8-8-3, which was one of Coach Kaufman's goals, was for the team to finish 500. And also, the Lady Hawks gave up 28 goals last season. Or, I'm sorry, they gave up 58 goals last season. This year, they only gave up 28, so that says a lot to the... it's that one program this fall that you've seen from last year to this year made the most improvement, and for that reason, I think that they deserve that award.
Programs get built by a change in attitude and a change in the way they do things, and this team really has done that under Jeremy Kaufman.
Good season for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
all right,
I'm going to go
with the Lady Knights tennis team.
Good pick.
Jason Otto, someday, somewhere, sometime, will get the accolades he deserves. Jason's done a great job with this program, and with kids like Rachel Nelson, who's just an extremely gifted talent from a few years back, they won a lot of games. This year, with a team that doesn't have a superstar player, they just ripped through their season, set all kinds of team records, really had a sensational season, and sent a doubles team to state. So, again, that Lady Knights tennis team really set some high standards for the rest of the teams to come.
Yeah, they had a great season the year before, too. Okay, let's move on to our final 2 awards, our male and female athlete of the 2015 fall season. I'll start. I will go with senior Kara Park of the West Holmes volleyball team. She got her 3,000th assist this year, which she is only 1 in 3 players in the entire OHSAA history to have done that. That's a pretty crazy number.
It is.
Number 1, and it's an amazing stat. It says what type of player that the West Holmes really has on their team. Of course, they'll play in the regional final on Saturday, and Park is the absolute life force for them.
It is. West Holmes has had some dominant athletes in a number of different sports, but Kara certainly ranks right up there with the very best in her sport. So
I would agree with that.
Man, she's awesome.
Okay, Dave, who's your female athlete?
The only way I can compete with Kara is by turning to a kid who just smashes records time after time after time. That kid being Lady Knights cross-country sensation Michelle Hosteller. Michelle, every week, she would go to the meets and just break her own record, break her own record, break her own record. She just did a great job of lowering her time and time again. That has helped her make it all the way to the state meet, which hasn't taken place yet. It's going to happen this Saturday. So she's among the top 5 times down there at state. So if she runs like she wants to run, it's going to be a fantastic finish for her incredible season.
And she won the district by 80 seconds,
yeah,
which was pretty awesome.
That was very cool. But her work ethic is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know of any kid who works harder than she does, and man, absolute coach's dream.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's move on to our male, our final award for the 2015 fall season.
All right.
Let's go for it.
You may not think of golfers as athletes, but this dude is cerebral athlete, A+. Mark Slabah, Highland Golf. Mark had a wonderful season this year. He was so consistent. Just time after time, he went down and put up great numbers. For those of you who don't know, Mark won a state title this year by 1 shot down at state, played great golf. And what was amazing was that stability, that same mindset, that level play, that never left him despite this being such a big stage. Mark is one of those guys who could win a lot of these awards.
Oh yeah,
He's a hard worker. He's tenacious. I mean, golf is a little different sport.
mentally it's
mentally it's incredibly hard.
Yeah.
And might be the toughest mental sport out there.
I would.
And Mark never wavered. You know, he just continued to put up great score after great score after great score. Became the first Highland individual athlete to ever win a state title.
There you go. Then he's got to get your award then, right?
There you go.
Okay, I am going with my final award to West Holmes senior Michael Kashuba as my 2015 Fall Male Athlete of the Season. Kashuba led the Knights in tackles with 119. He carried the ball, but it's really his attitude, his tenacity, and his leadership, and his loyalty to the West Holmes program that we got to watch over the last couple seasons. You know, we always talk about kids that really are almost role models to us, or they give us inspiration. And Kashuba's one of those kids. You know, he absolutely bleeds red, white, and royal.
Yeah.
And he's what West Holmes football is all about.
Yeah. We here at the Ticket love to reward kids who have a lot of heart, and Michael Kashuba certainly is one of those kids. And if everybody played with as much passion and heart as he did, you know, I think any coach would be glad to take that kind of kid.
Well, congratulations on all the coaches and all the players for the 2015 fall season. We still got a couple teams that are in it here, and you can follow us on holmescountyticket.com and on our Twitter feed at HC Ticket, and we'll find out what was going to happen at the cross country meet this Saturday. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you later.
We hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have any ideas as to who you think deserve these awards, we'd love to hear from you, so let us know.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Later, people.